Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jennifer Jeffries, the present day wise woman. I'm a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This show is for those of you who are wanting to really rock your life and rock your health and just live from a place of prevention, not waiting to get sick and tired and sucky. That's it. So let's get into today's episode. Have you been trying to achieve a goal and it's like this goal kind of comes close and it's like, oh, I can do it. And then it's like, it goes away. And then it's like, it's close. And then it goes away. What's going on? I want to talk today about moving your butt, B-U-T-T. But the way we move our butt, B-U-T-T, is to move our butt, B-U-T. Yes, I'm going to play with words today. So this is really big. I love the kind of the origin of words and understanding what words mean, because so many words we talk them, we speak them on a daily basis, but we don't get the energy and vibe that and influence that they have on our life. So yeah, I love exploring kind of the origin of words and yeah, how they influence us. So let's just get into it. But, B-U-T, but means to have an excuse. It's like, I want to do this, but, and you know, as soon as someone says, but, they're going to disregard whatever it was. I want to go and run a marathon, but, and they'll have all these excuses why they can't run a marathon. I want to be a strong, fit, healthy size 10, but, and they'll have all the stories. I want to travel the world, but I want to own my favorite car, but we have these goals and things we want to do in life. And yet we'll go and throw but on the end. And it's a little word, but that word is so powerful. And what it does is it allows us, it's like how we frame, we're about to tell an excuse why we can't achieve that goal. And it becomes a justification. So going back in language, back in the times of Latin, excuse comes from the word excusere. I probably didn't say that properly for my Latin friends. However, excusere, but it means to be free from blame. It means like, yeah, chuck it out there, not responsible. All right, that's big. In the 14th century, it meant to obtain, I'm reading this because I want to get it right, to obtain exemption or release from an obligation or duty. Woo, that's big. In the 16th century, again, it meant obligation, and it was worded as that which one is bound or obliged to do, especially by a moral or legal claims of duty. Guys, when we have an excuse, which is a but, every time we say but, it's an excuse. And the excuse is because we're feeling obliged energetically that we should, if there were shoulds in the world, do it. Now, from that, human beings are hilarious. Like, we can justify everything. It's like that, no, I've had a hard day at the office, I deserve a drink. Well, bullshit. You've had a hard day in the office. Maybe it's time to do some journaling and get that shit out of your brain, or go for a walk and channel the energy, do some exercise, not sit and have an alcoholic drink. Like, human beings are hilarious how we do this. But if you're doing that and that's working for you, fantastic, keep doing it. But if you're doing it and you're just never reaching those goals and you're not living that dream life that you want to live into, maybe have a play with this. Now, I don't do obligation. I just won't do obligation. And that's been a conscious choice for the last 30 odd years. I just won't. What I know for me is if there's something that I should do, and a should is an obligation, it's not going to work for me. I do things. If I visit someone, or I have a chat to someone, or I go for a cuppa with someone, or I choose to go surfing, or whatever it is, it's a choice. It's a choice. And I choose to live a life of freedom where I get to choose. I won't do obligation. My family know it. I visit them when I choose, and I want to be with them, not because I think, I should go and see them. It's a total different vibe, guys. And this is what is sitting behind every time you say, but. It's what's sitting behind every time you say, but. So what's happening behind it? Look, it's the classics are things like, the fear of failure. I want to go and surf this break, but I'm bloody terrified I'm going to end up ass up and hurt again. Or might be self-esteem, that whole self-esteem, self-worth gets kind of taxed. It's like, I'd love to wear a bikini on the beach, but it's the fear of success. Like, I'd love to live this rocking life where I travel the world and business class, and I've got this and this and this going on. It's really good, but I'm scared that some of my friends are going to judge me, and the tall poppy syndrome in Australia, and it's gonna, life will suck. It's like, no, don't do it. Butts hold us back from the life we're wanting to live into. They hold us back from, whether it's health or relationships or anything, doesn't matter, income, just life. They hold us back. We create, when we say the word but, we're about to land an excuse why we can't have that thing we just said we want. And then we justify it to go, yeah, it's okay, Jen. Yeah, you're totally right. It's like we're trying to convince ourselves that it's okay to have that but. It's not okay to have that but. So I wanted to share a few solutions, things that I've implemented into my life to help me move the buts out of my life. And I am so human, guys. I promise. All these kind of things still come up into my brain, and I've learned over time how to tweak them to make them work with me. So language is the first one. This is it. First solution. We've got to mind our tongue. I say mind our tongue. We've got to watch what we say, because we live into what we say. What we think about, we bring about. What we think about, we bring about. Okay, so I chose years ago to replace the word but with either yes or and. I want to go and surf that break, and I'll do it next week when I've practiced more on this place. Or I want to attract the partner of my dreams. I want to attract the kind of woman that I can just live into and dream the most amazingly wonderful, consciously created relationship with. And I'm going to put myself in the situations where I know I can meet that kind of person. I'm going to be that person now so that I can attract that kind of person. Because remember, what we attract, what we give. It's like it adds to, it doesn't take away, but takes away from the dream, or just a straight out yes. And I've talked about in previous podcasts about saying yes, in particular episode 29. So when we do that, when we replace our but for a yes or an and, it triggers our mind to think far out. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. What happens is, because of old habits, it's just part of we react, we don't respond. And when we do that, we'll say but out of habit and won't even live into that possibility. So the first thing to do, play with the language, absolutely. But then we want to be able to respond instead of react. And the way we do that is to stop, take a breath, breathe, and then respond. And I go a million miles an hour, guys. I am a go fast ADHD chick, and I make it work for me. The habit is to remember to stop, breathe, and then respond consciously instead of just staying in that same old pattern of going, yeah, but. Not cool. Okay, so that's first. The next one is to just don't justify your excuses. If you make a choice in life, it doesn't matter what it is. Someone says, hey, Jen, you want to come over to my place? You're just going, no, thanks. Instead of going, oh, no, thanks. I've got this and this and this and this and this going on. Now, this is a big habit to break, but it's really empowering as you do. It's just a simple, no, all good, thanks. Or, would you like that extra piece of cheesecake after dinner tonight? No, all good, thanks. Instead of just going, no, I know I shouldn't, but I really want it. And, I didn't have as big a meal. I could have that bit of cheesecake. Justifying is just negatively reinforcing our buts, our excuses. And it's a low game to play in life, and it's not going to lead you to your dreams. The next one is to stay present and live. And I've talked about this on the past episode, live in the present and move forward in life instead of living our future out of our past. It's big just because things have, and you've got all the evidence to gather that life's been a certain way in the past doesn't mean shit. One of my favorite sayings is one by Tony Robbins, and that's that nothing from your past needs to influence your future unless you let it. I have lived into that quote for, oh gosh, I don't know, 20, 30 years. And when it probably would be nearly 30 years. Well and truly over 25 when I did my first Tony Robbins course. I went, far out, that just makes sense to me. And I've lived that way since. So take that one on, okay? Stop living your future out of your past. You know, I can't surf like a pro yet. And I'm committed. I'm surfing 5 days a week to just keep improving my game, so that I can surf more professionally in the future. That's it. It's empowering to do that. Don't play the low game. The next one is comparing. The comparison game, it robs us. It robs us. So even with me in the surfing, so many of the guys that I surf with are just way ahead of me. What happens is I've got a choice. I can either go, no, I can't go and surf and do this, but, and they'll use that as a way to justify, you know, holding myself back. Or I can just own the fact that I'm going at my pace to achieve what I want. So if they say, hey, come and surf here, Jen, I'll go, yeah, totally cool. And right now I'm surfing here, and just own that, not have to go because I don't feel like safe or any of that kind of stuff. It's just own it. That's where I want to be. Next one is realize that you won't die by saying yes or saying and. For most things that happen in life that we chuck a but on at the end of, you're not going to die if you just go, yep, love to do it. Love to do it. Or go, and let's work out when we can do that. You won't die. So stop holding your life back. See, this is the thing, guys. Excuses or buts are giving us a place to be able to grow. That's it. They're putting us in a situation where we can either stay where we are or we can move forward and grow. I choose to consciously grow in life. Now, am I perfect at this? No, not yet. However, I absolutely work consciously on it because I know the difference it's made to my life for so many years now. And this is the thing, day to day, these little steps that we do, just replacing but with and, is huge. Each time you do it, you get stronger and more confident. It helps to raise self-esteem, self-worth, and you are empowering yourself to play that bigger game in life that you're wanting and have been holding yourself back from. Now, I'm a big lover of aromatherapy essential oils, as you know. And all the times that I do my blending, I always blend for the emotional, not the physical. Because at the end of the day, we are emotional beings, whether we like it or not. And I have a blend that I created called Move Your Butt. Now, the Move Your Butt blend is a blend of 3 essential oils. Grapefruit. Grapefruit essential oil is excellent for keeping that really positive, optimistic, it's going to be okay, it's going to work out kind of attitude. And it's really cool for moving self-doubt. That's grapefruit. It also contains lemon. Lemon helps us to respond, not react irrationally. Respond rationally, not react irrationally. Lemon essential oil. And then I've blended those 2 with fennel. And it makes the most gorgeous, fresh, sweet aroma. It's wonderful. So fennel helps to move our fear of failure, and it helps you to kind of stand in your confidence and take your place in this world, like to be assertive and just go, I choose this. It's really cool. It's kind of fortifying to our self-esteem and self-worth. Awesome essential oil. So that's my Move Your Butt blend. You might be wanting to think about, you know, if you're using oils, do something along those lines, blend yourself, or you might want to check it out. I'll chuck the link in the show notes for you if you do. Now, I've given you lots of little hints on things that you can do to help move your butt so that you can move your butt. Anyway, that's my version of a joke. Let's move on to today's healthy life hacks. I'm leaving you with 3. I've given you a lot of choices to go from, but I'm giving you 3 main ones. Start here. The first one, healthy life hack number 1, is to remember to stop, breathe, and then respond. Stop, breathe, and respond. Healthy life hack number 2 is to try some aromatherapy, like blend your own, please, or steal my recipe for the Move Your Butt blend. Good for that too. And healthy life hack number 3 is to stop making excuses or justifying. Say yes or and keep moving forward. If you want to get a copy of today's show notes, head to healthylifehacks.com.au. And in the next show, I'm going to be talking all about not being a crap magnet. Yes, what you think about, you bring about. I'm going to really dive deep into all things crap. See you guys. I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to share it with your friends and scroll down to the comment section, guys. It's below the description of the video, because click into the line that says add a public comment, add your comment, click the comment box, and every month I draw one lucky person who leaves a comment down below to have a free 1-hour consultation with me. Also, be sure to subscribe to the show and like it so that you're always catching that next episode. If you'd like to receive a free copy of my Feed Your Body ebook, simply click the link in the comments below, join my newsletter, and you will get the free ebook sent to you nice and easy. So I welcome your emails. You can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, guys, remember that when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.